Hi guys, it's Lisa from One Powerful Force. Trying to remember to say that so y'all know, in case you're new. I am on my way home from a doctor's appointment. Not the one I really need to be at, but a doctor's appointment. The one I really need to be at is for all this mess. But this was for the diabetes. And the reason I wanted to pop on here is, let me see if I can adjust you just a little. Look at that. Look now. The reason I wanted to come on here is because she is going to test me for something that, first of all, I didn't even know was a thing, or that it is possible to do this. But I know about water toxicity, you know, that you can drink too much water and it's not good for you. It could cause seizures and all that. I knew about all that. However, I was unaware that there is something called diabetic insipidus. It's extremely rare. And she asked me if I'd ever had head trauma, which I have had, sort of. I mean, when I got hit by the truck, I hit the back of my head on the concrete pretty good. I mean, I never had any swelling or anything that I was aware of from that. But she is going to test me for diabetic insipidus. She said that she doubts that I have it, but due to the amount of fluid I drink, she feels she needs to test for it. Apparently, it is not normal for a person to drink so much fluids. And when I say so much fluids, I always have a drink in hand. Always. If I'm, like today, I obviously took water into the office with me because I'm coughing and hacking. Normally I wouldn't take it in the office, but something would be sitting in the car. Or when we were done, we would go through a drive-through and I would get something to drink, which I did do today. She told me I should not be consuming more than 48 to 64 ounces of fluid a day, period. And she prefers that to be only water. She also said that it could be the reason I've been having so much weight gain. Not diabetic insipidus. I mean, that obviously could be because of the fluid. But I could be retaining a good portion of the fluid that I'm ingesting. And that is really not good for me and can kill me. So I'm coming on here because I thought it was odd that she thought that was odd. And I'm wondering how many of y'all do that too. I don't think it's as uncommon as she thinks it is, but maybe it is. And I was talking to my mom on the phone and she told me, she goes, well, you do drink a lot of fluid. I've never noticed. Like, I just thought that was normal. I could drink 30 ounces of water easily before a meal, still eat my meal, get a refill on drink, and apparently this is not normal. I have drank 4 to 6 30-ounce cups of Diet Coke sitting at McDonald's over the course of several hours when I'd go out with my best friend. We'd be there for several hours, spending time together, chit-chatting, we'd eat, and then we'd just refill our drinks. It would be nothing for me to go through 4 or 6 30-ounce cups. Apparently that's abnormal. I didn't know that. I am definitely retaining water right now. My feet are swollen. And were when I was in her office. So I'm glad she's checking for it. There's no cure for it that I've seen, so I'm hoping I don't have it. there's medicine I can take to make me less thirsty. But I never gave it a thought. And I'm wondering, is it as uncommon as, I gotta turn up the air, so I'm sorry if you hear the blower, but it's a whopping 80 degrees out. Summer's here, well, spring. I'm happy to see it though, after all the snow and cold. But, yeah, it's crazy to me that she thinks this is uncommon, because I think many overweight people probably consume this much fluid. What I didn't realize is that this fluid may not be going through me, or at least not as much as I'm consuming, and that it could be causing kidney damage, and could cause me to die, and could cause my weight gain. So, obviously, I need more water intake. And obviously, I need to decrease my soda intake significantly in light of this new revelation that I was unaware of. I'm dumbfounded by this. Like, is it as uncommon as she thinks it is to consume this much fluid? I don't know. I'm glad she's paying attention to the things I'm saying to her. I don't think she would normally test me for this because it's so rare. But given my intake, she feels she needs to. And, you know, if there could be something wrong with me like that, I do want to know, obviously. And I need to get a handle on it. Personally, I think it may be more out of habit. It's just what I always do. I always have something to drink. I just do. Thank God I don't drink alcohol. That would probably be no bueno. But, yeah. My drug of choice apparently is Diet Coke and food. But I am wondering if I did decrease, if I did nothing else, and I doubt that that's going to happen because I really desperately need to get back to the gym. But I'm curious to know if I did nothing else but stop drinking soda and decrease my water to only 64 ounces a day and no more, if I would rapidly lose weight. Even still eating the way I eat right now. It makes you wonder. I didn't think it was odd. I didn't. It is nothing for me to have 4 30-ounce Diet Cokes a day. Maybe some Diet Dr. Pepper in between there. And I could easily do 48 to 64 ounces of water a day in addition to all that. She finds that odd. And I don't know. Like, this is my second Diet Coke today. I've already had a bottle of water, which I'll refill later. And it's only 1 o'clock. And I'm nursing these drinks because I don't want to run out because of the cough in my throat. I'm coughing so hard, guys, my stomach hurts. Like, you know how you have that really hard cough and it makes your ribs hurt and stuff? Yeah, that's the kind of cough I have. So, I'm going to have something to drink right now for sure. Anyway, but I don't know. Is it a lot to drink? I don't know. Am I drinking too much fluids? Are you drinking too much fluids? Do you think this is uncommon? And if you do, are you overweight and struggling? Like, is this a common factor? Is this a common denominator between obese people who are trying to lose weight and they don't realize it? And another thought, obviously in my mind, is could that stretch out my stomach? Because, you know, we drink before we eat so we feel fuller. And that way we eat less, right? But what if we're drinking too much and it's expanding the stomach? We got room for food too. And the more we drink, the bigger it gets, and it's a vicious cycle. So my mind is working overtime on this. I probably don't have it, but I'm thankful she's testing it. And I'm really thankful she made me aware that it's odd. And I'm trying to think, does anybody around me drink the way I do? I don't think that they do. I don't think that they do. I don't think my husband drinks nearly as much as I drink. And he's overweight, not as much as he used to be, but he is overweight for his height and stuff. So, I don't know. My daughter drinks a lot of water, but that's all she drinks. And it's hotter out right now, so she's playing, she's sweating. I expect her to. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm wondering. What do you guys think? Comment below, let me know. I'm really curious to know if this sounds abnormal to any of you. And if it does or doesn't, would you consider yourself obese or super morbidly obese? Because I'm curious if there's a correlation. And they just haven't put 2 and 2 together yet. I don't think it's odd at all for someone to drink this much liquid. However, I don't think I've ever seen a skinny person drink this much liquid. But I do think that I've seen a lot of people who are obese consume a whole lot more liquid. I mean, there are people chugging gallons of water, right? I don't do that because I've had problems drinking too much water in the past, and the doctor had to tell me, cut it down because it was getting to a dangerous level. And thankfully he caught it. So I automatically don't consume water like that. But I never thought about like the overall fluids that you take having that same effect and making my kidneys work harder and causing kidney damage. It's scary to think about, but I'm not saying what she's saying is wrong. I don't think it is. I'm just wondering if it's a little more common than she thinks in obese people. And maybe they just aren't telling their doctor because they're not thinking about it. And what brought it up is because I have diabetes and I drink a lot of Diet Coke, and I really want to get away from aspartame and most artificial sweeteners. I asked her what she thought about me stopping the Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper completely and switching to regular Sprite, but drinking much, much less of it. And she's like, no, there's too much sugar, don't do that. I've already bought 2 2-liters, so I'm going to use them up, or my husband will, one of us will. But I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm wondering, could my weight gain be because of this? I've had a lot of recent weight gain. She's also going to check my thyroid again, just to make sure it's not out of whack because of the massive amount of weight I have gained since I last saw her. Excuse me. Which was in October. And she actually thought I lost an enormous amount of weight since then, because the nurse typed in the wrong number. And I told her, I said, no, that is a typo. That digit is not correct. So she corrected that. And then we started talking about the weight gain, and then we got into the fluids, and here we are. So I'm definitely going to be getting blood work soon because she wants it now. And we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to start cutting down my fluids for sure. And try to stay within that 64-ounce guideline. I think it's going to be a process. I don't think I'm just going to be able to cut to 64 ounces and be done. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here because I don't want to stay too late at the party. So if you like this type of video, please comment, share, subscribe. If you're new, hit the little bell and it'll notify you when I upload a video. Give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. All right, guys. Bye.